Hello class, my name is Elliot Perlman and I will be conducting my cultural speech for you today. Out of the 20 regions of Italy, it is almost impossible to find something that is not delicious to consume. It is a common misconception that Italy only has pasta and pizza to offer, which is completely untrue. Throughout my 2 years traveling Europe, I come to realize that each individual region of Italy has their own specific dish to offer, and it's even safe to say that from town to town, those dishes could be prepared completely differently. The reason for their diverse cuisine is due to two reasons. The first is their geographical features. They have as many as mountains, valleys, plains, and coastlines on three sides. The second reason for the diverse cuisine is because of the history of their outside cultural influences from countries such as Greece, Spain, Austria, England, Slovenia, and even some Arab cultures. Because of these two factors, we can now enjoy wonderful Italian food. Before we dive into the different types of food, I would like to talk to you about the geography first. Italy is a boot-shaped peninsula with different features from north to south. With the northern regions holding two different mountain ranges, the Alps and the Apennines. The Apennines gradually turn into the Alps in Switzerland and Austria. Along with the stunning mountain ranges, Italy also has three beautiful seas. The sea to the east, keeping Venice afloat, is the Adriatic Sea. The sea to the south, giving Sicily their life, is the Tyrrhenian Sea. And the sea to the west, keeping the small Italian island of Sardinia alive, is the Liguria Sea. From first-hand experience, you don't exactly need a map to know when you're close to the coastline. You can tell through the fish. It tastes much better the closer you get. These three seas is a major reason for their diverse cuisine. The diverse geography of Italy is not the only reason for Italy's delicious cuisine. The other half is due to the cultural influences that Italy had throughout their history. You see, during the time of Rome, the Romans, ancient Greece was a major influence. Wealthy Greeks would send ships back and forth from Italy to bring spices, exotic foods, and wine. They would even go as far as to send ships from China with spices and foods that they could not get. Along with Greek influence, Italy's location made for easy access for European countries such as Austria, France, Switzerland, Germany, and England. Because Italy shares a direct border with Austria, many cultural impacts were made from the northern region of Italy, such as the use of many different meats in the cooking. Now that we have discussed the geographical features and the cultural diversity of Italy, we can now get into the specific foods. Geographically, the Italian Alps support game life much better than valleys and hills. While driving through the Italian Alps to Austria, I was able to try different dishes such as rabbit, deer, wild boar, and fowl. Each of these dishes only differ from other regions because of their availability. While traveling through the Alps, I also stopped and had red wine called Rosadana, which was served with a duck. Regardless of if I ordered the wine or not, it was served that way. Another trademark of northern Italy, due to the Alps and Austria, is the fine cheeses that are found in almost every dish. Along with the mountains of Italy, there's also a fine seafood selection to be found in their three seas. Because Italy is connected to these three different seas, they have a variety of fresh fish to be cooked. When I went to Venice, I had a lobster called lobster carbonara, which is an egg sauce and cheese sauce put on top of lobster, which they use in many different dishes in northern Italy. My favorite seafood, however, has always been calamari, and I've never had a better calamari than going straight to Sicily itself. They prepare with olive oil and breadcrumbs, which is different to the States because they use butter and bread. Lastly, my trip to Sardinia was the most shocking. When I ordered tuna, I expected tuna as you would in the States, but I got a big tuna steak with clam sauce and walnuts. Along with Italian geographical located food, outside influences gave Italy much of their diversity. A great example of outside influences is from a dish called goulash. Goulash is an Austrian dish that is served with Italian macaroni, Italian red sauce, and Austrian sausage. The reasons for this dish is made of, I'd never thought of the name before I went to Italy, but it is a German name sold in many Italian restaurants. As you have learned through my presentation, Italian food is hardly only an Italian creation. However, Italian philosopher Niccolo Machiavelli once said, "It is not titles that honor men, but men that honor their titles." The same may be applied to Italian cuisine, because it can be said that it is not the name that honors Italian food, but the men, women, and countries who have created it. Thank you.